Hey there. So, like I said, I'm always going to try to give both sides, to give the full picture. Today is, and it started last night, this is a view into some flare. I've been using the word flare up lately. It's kind of a soft term, I guess, but essentially what I mean is just first part of yesterday, the better part of these last month, more or less, I've had a lot of relief, and you might not notice I'll have some energy in my voice. I'll have different appearance usually, but when I get flared up and when things are going on like this is an example of how the unpredictability of chronic illness. And I was intending to do a whole different video today about, I wouldn't say triumphant necessarily, but with what I thought was really good news at the doctor. But I've been down this path before, and I still think it was good news, but we'll get into that another day or soon when I have the energy to do it. I started to feel a pain coming on last night and just slowing down, and right now it's just, it feels like I literally had to think, what did I do yesterday? Did I exercise? Did I even do a push-up or anything? I didn't do anything. I walked, light walking in the evening, but really just didn't do anything like that besides go to the doctor. And I did a new injection, which could be part of it, but it felt like I had done the most CrossFit I've ever done, which I've never done any, but something like that. And then after it, somebody had taken baseball bats and decided to, they're not taking full swings like home run swings, but they're taking check swings and hitting me with them, because my whole body, my muscles, my bones, head, everything hurts. My hernias, which are already painful, hurt more, and congested, and throat hurts. But I don't, not like a cold. A lot of times we think, oh, we're getting a cold. Feels like that, but it's not a cold. It's just the kind of flu malaise you get from fibromyalgia, or I don't even know what to call my thing anymore. I have so many diagnoses. Whatever it is, I just call it chronic illness. I'm tired of categorizing this shit, and for me, it doesn't matter what you call it, unless there's a treatment attached to the name or some other benefit to having a name to something. It does give you community. That's a lot about what these hashtags and things are about. But I will always say that I might put a hashtag of a certain condition, let's say Lyme disease. And if down the road, or definitively, I can find out that, hey, I don't have Lyme disease. It looked like Lyme disease. It quacked like Lyme disease. But it wasn't Lyme disease. But it's very difficult because a lot of these illnesses overlap, and they have symptomology that is going to be in one category and the other. And it doesn't mean, at the end of the day, that's why I hashtag some of those stuff, not to be like, I have been officially diagnosed with a lot of all those conditions, I should say, but sometimes I think, I don't know at the end of the day what I'll have, and it's unimportant. But I do still believe, let's say for example Lyme disease, that it's a marginalized illness, that it's something that is stigmatized. It is something that is overly diagnosed and underdiagnosed. I'll explain that another time, what I mean by that. And that it's a huge impact on people, and there's a lot of people I know that are suffering long-term post-illness from it. So regardless of whether that is what's causing my malaise, my pain today or these 15 years, I'm going to use it as part of the category. It's part of what I'm in. And when I say use it, it's just because that's what I've been told. And Same with, I'm diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome, which is from the Mayo Clinic and other clinics. Makes sense. I'm chronically fatigued often, almost all the time, and I have a lot of the symptomology from that. But a lot of what I have from chronic fatigue syndrome and those categories, it could all be attributed to traumatic brain injury, TBI as they call it, and where I've been worked up for that scenario based on, tons of pugilistic type activities, meaning getting punched and kicked in the head from martial arts, being knocked out, lots of fights, nothing I started, just stuff part of my past, and getting in from sports, from playing soccer at a young age at a high level with extreme training with head balls, to lacrosse, having many concussive events, and then falling off a cliff in India onto my head, and snowboarding, some crazy head stuff. So basically, a lot of the dysfunction, from hormonal dysfunction to downstream effects of like fluctuation of symptomology, can happen just from traumatic brain injury. So I just want to show you that I'm not always going to be all sprightly and, hey, this is my YouTube. Even this takes effort. They all take effort, but yeah. And I'm hoping I've already started trying my self-care techniques, and this will also give you a window into the world. If I had, let's say, job at Walmart this morning, I don't know if I could have made it. I don't think I would have, and I would have been dragging ass. And I'm just giving that as an example of the inability to just pick up a normal job right now until we get consistent weeks of wellness throughout the week. And that's what I'm working towards, and that's why I pursue things that are more flexible, that have an ability to earn income based on things I can do even while I'm sick, i.e. videos, and hopefully help people in that regard. And whether or not it brings in income or not will be TBD. But I'm just giving an example, or the voiceover stuff, or my going and being an extra, doing some acting work, or health coaching when I can. But even that, it's hard. What if I had a client today? I think I'd still be able to talk them through some stuff, but I'm not always the greatest example of health and vitality based on how I feel, and how even my pallor and the way I look, it changes. And so, yeah, this is the good and the bad. This is why I need people's help and support until I get back on my feet, and why I'm going to do my crowdfund. And hopefully, my doctor appointment yesterday was quite expensive, the one previous, and I was planning to do everything, the crowdfunding for my treatment, for my hernia surgery, and for just help while I'm on the road. But I didn't get it done in time, and I haven't had the chance to do it. And so I'm hoping, while I put things on credit and everything, that I'll be able to get help so I can pay off those before I go deep into high interest debt and never can get on my feet. So that's going to be the goal, and I hope it will resonate with some people. And that, I never want to feign or exaggerate anything, and to the fault, I'm always enthusiastic, overly so, when I'm feeling good, and it probably does me a disservice in terms of people believing in what's going on and the severity, or them maybe feeling I'm in need of help over some other person, or in addition to my own self, pushing myself. I'm so enthusiastic, and I'm so, even yesterday I was talking to a guy wanting to pass on information to him and help, that it takes my energy, it takes my life force away, and I take away from what is the well that I'm trying to build of vitality, trying to get better, trying to make this momentum more stable, and so I can get better. So I'm in great spirits still. This doesn't get me too far down. It just checks me. And I know everybody else deals with these ups and downs, and it's hard because you want to be working on that project. You want to have a set plan the next day and say, I'm going to get up early and do this and that and have this. And chronic illness will bitch slap you across the face and just say, no. Not today, Buster. You're fucking in my world. And so it happens, but I will push back. And I'm going to get out barefoot in the park here now. Going to struggle through my Qigong. I'm going to do meditation. And this is hard for me. I'm trying to walk the walk, because I admit, on my flared up days on occasion, I can't get out there and do my thing. But I'm going to still make something out of this day. I promise you that. And that's the biggest thing. Society-wise, people are going to judge. I had a conversation yesterday with somebody in my family about, well, gosh, I can see you're okay living in your car and doing all this, but you're not going to find a partner, a woman that's going to, love you like this or whatever. And I'm like, well, that's optimistic thinking. Not shocking from this person, but first of all, I'll say I do believe that it is possible to find somebody that will accept you as you are. But I also understand that acutely, that my goals are to get out of my car, to be not homeless, and to find somebody who, even now, can see that the majority of the time lately I'm doing pretty damn well. But this is still part of my life. It might always be part of my life in some level or another. And we all have our stuff. Some people don't even have an illness, but they're just cranky son of a bitches or some of the time. And you got to deal with that, and we stay married to them. So I'm usually pretty pleasant. At least I think so. Maybe I'm fucking delusional. All right. I think I am, because I'm babbling on this video. So thanks for watching. I know not all these are going to be fun. Videos like this will more resonate with those who probably are going through this. And if you are, just hang tight, do what you can, and you're not alone. And reach out, find community. Thanks. Please subscribe if you feel compelled. Even if you don't, I'd like you to just hit a button and turn off notifications and never hear from me again. And like a video or two. All right, even if it's my nature ones, there's going to be other ones besides me just rambling.